Alrighty, last race in the USA. Got 2 cars ready to go. Carl just rolled the big old trailer to load them all up. And yeah, we'll keep in touch when we get to Bloomington.
Goes ninth quick or stays ninth quick at 12.439 his second lap. Around we go. Racer out of Clyde, Victoria, Australia. The 77 AU car coming around here for lap number 1. Todd Hobson is going to go ninth quick on a field of 12.066, 12.066. And Tyler Sturgeon Racing, CTR Truck Sales, Russell Steel Sales, this Speedway Life, number 77 AU. Using the curb, coming out turn number 4. He cranks up the wick, stays ninth quick though, but a quicker lap at 11.962, 11.962.
Lap in qualifying felt really good. Hot laps, qualifying. Ooh, hairdo again. Qualifying, I don't know. I suck at qualifying in these things. They get good, you just gotta keep doing it. So I'm 27th out of 42, it's not too bad. But I missed in by a couple, and this is a track I really should know where to run. So bugger on my behalf. Probably had 7 in heat 3. All straight.
Inside of row number 1 out of Kansas, Illinois. It's the throttle. Shane Cottle, Hodges Automotive, JB Henderson, Ortega's Appliance Services, number 74 X car. And his outside, hailing from Franklin, Indiana, driven to save lives, Z-Max Race Products, 47 BC. It's Emerson Axsom. Takes back to row number 2 on the inside, Coleman, Alabama racer. And the Altoz Schaefer's Oil Hornbeck Concrete, number 15K. It's KTJ, Kevin Thomas Jr. And he'll be flanked by Terre Haute, Indiana's Brandon Maddox. And a Maddox Heating and Cooling RB Powder Coating, number 28. Row number 3 to the inside. In the NOS Energy Drink MPV Express, Top Industries LA Poly, number 4. It's your current national points leader and Indiana Sprint Week points leader, Justin Grant from Ione, California, starting 5th on the field. And your 6th starter hails from Princeton, Indiana, the Ultimate Predator Boats, Mid-America Safety Solutions, number 3R of Kyle Cummins. Row number 4 to the inside, out of Clyde, Victoria, Australia, the CTR Truck Sales, Russell Steel Sales, the Speedway Life 77 AU, Todd Hobson. He'll be flanked by Mario Klauser. Klauser tonight behind the wheel of the Vandy Windows and Doors, Apache Escapes, CKE Electric, number 2. Final 2 starters on the field to the inside. The 5th and final row, Capital Custom Trailers and Coaches, Benning Enterprises 2B, a Scotty Weir out of Marion, Indiana. And his outside, it's the Tullamore Tornado. The Regional Insurance, Tullamore Hotel, number 45, and Troy Carey out of Tullamore, New South Wales, Australia. Rounds out Pit Stop USA, heat race number 3. Regardless, we're glad you're okay. Here we go. Green flag comes out. A little contact. Going to bump wheels up front. Shane Cottle, 74 X car down in turn 1 and 2, slides up to the cushion. Meanwhile, back behind, here comes KTJ. Kevin Thomas Jr. to the outside. He's going to get around on Cottle, crosses down to the inside. Back behind, P4 up for grabs. We'll lose one off the top shelf, and unfortunately, here goes Mario Klauser. He'll spin around. Caution flag will come out. 1 lap scored into the books. So it'll be a single file restart coming our way here at the NOS Energy Drink starting can. Cotto, who made his 300th career start in USAC sprints at Bubba earlier this year, Fires off. Drives out away from Kevin Thomas Jr. Watching at fourth position. Cal Cummins got it. Here comes Justin Grant down on the inside. Skitters alongside. Drag race out turn number 2. The number 4 car Slade Advantage down into turn number 3. Rotate. Make a run at your top spot here. Look out, contact. Grant coming up off the bottom. Cal Cummins was trying to get around the outside. He stops. Caution flag comes out. Shane Cotto up front on the point. Kevin Thomas Jr., Emerson Axsom, Justin Grant, your top 4 transfer cars. Todd Hobson, the Australian racer, currently the first one out looking in. Fired off down low for Shane Cottle. Good dig for the 74X car, able to power out away and again slides up high, looks for the cushion. That is a treacherous trail count to turn number 2 as well on this one. It's a 15 car. KTJ slips up high. Emerson Axsom back behind running third. They both break away from the number 4 car, Justin Grant. He's back behind, watching Cal Cummins, taking a little bit to dig around 2 of the cars. He'll try to pick off a third down in the corner. Scotty Weir shall not go quietly, nor shall Brandon Maddox. He's running a race lead coming out turn number 2. Caution comes out, 2 of them tangled up down here. And unfortunately,
so 50-50. One of you is going to be able to pay for your trip to the racetrack tomorrow night, plus a little bit more. 50-50, closing in on $1,400.
Well, Dave Thompson picking up a piece of debris out of turn number 2. Now we're good. Want to go from the starter stand. We'll go. So watch him down into turn number 3 and 4. 4 laps remain. Top 4 to advance. Cottle throttles up. We're back underway. Sticks to the inside now for the 74X. KTJ will try it on the outside, and there it is. Boy, it barely catches coming out turn number 2. Hangs on to it and got a run down into the corner. We lose Emerson Axsom out over the banking. And unfortunately, trying to wheel her back onto the racetrack. That changes everything. Todd Hobson's got himself a transfer spot. Axsom is now out looking in. He's down on the inside. Cottle trying to rotate the bottom. He's going to give up the race lead to KTJ as Kevin Thomas Jr. rips around the outside. Here comes Emerson Axsom back for a transfer spot down into the corner. So white flag set to come out this time by. Here we go. Final time out of turn number 4, or soon to be final time out of turn number 4 for Kevin Thomas Jr. 74X of Shane Cottle. Justin Grant third. There goes Axsom into 4th. Can he hang on to it? Yes, he can. 2 horsepower. He's way out of the corner. Checker flag up front. And that's how they're going to finish out here in Pit Stop USA Heat Race number 3. So put that one into the books. That'll take us into Rod End Supply Heat Race number 4.
Right, damn, so close. We got onto some friggin' heavy hitters. We was waiting on it, making some mistakes. I was just on my own, putting the bottom like I do modified. I never could figure the bottom out here. I decided I was following KT, where he was sort of running, pointing his car and angling that. And yeah, I sort of figured it out. I don't care what you say, you have to race these guys to get good. So, one heat race I've learned a whole lot, and I had a massive shadow as well. I ripped the cushion the first lap, jumped it, just trying to overdo it, and yeah, packed the wheel full of mud, so just chattering like absolute old buggery. But anyway, I can't complain about that. That was a hard charge. We owned every spot we got.
Huh?
Something you do a donut.
Oh.
Whose camera is that? Do you know?
That's the one that was on the track.
Yeah. After that shot, Devin goes, man, I wish I was live on that.
It's not a NASCAR debris contest.
Whose that is?
That was the debris in 3.
It's still recording. Yeah, it's still recording. Say hi, Sammy.
Row number 6 to the inside from Benton, Illinois, Shane Cockrum into number 66. And his outside from Clyde, Victoria, Australia, 77 AU with Todd Hobson. Kyle Shipley starts to the inside of row number 7, the Sun City, Arizona racer into 17 GP. And his outside out of Auburn, Illinois, the number 2, Mario Klauser. Seavey van. Here we go. Pace picking up. Green flag set to flutter about. We're underway. Chase Stockton getting good rip down into the corner. Is going to catch some company out of the 3R. Kyle Cummins on the outside. Everybody lined up down low. And here comes a charge out of Shane Cockrum. My goodness gracious. Leaps out of the corners. We got contact. Went up and over. And Xavier Durney goes for a ride. The red flag comes out. He compensates this time. As here comes the green flag. We're underway. Yep. Good drive coming off the 5S down the inside. A lot of bite to be found down there. Cal Cummins going to sail it around the top shelf, side by side, back behind. So we're on wheel to wheel into the corner. 3 wide, just a little further back. 7th on the field, getting a little crowded as they're trying to race their way up into a transfer spot. Only taking the top 6 to move on. Briggs Danner right now, kind of the bump spot, if you will, out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Shane Cockrum trying to close on him at 66. Has tremendous drive coming out turn number 2 for Cockrum. Thing is hooked up. It's a little slinging around there for Jordan Kinser. The number 04 car caught out to the outside, trying to make the best of the situation as we're still 3 wide back in a beat of the pack as they race into turn number 3. Send your racing around here a couple times. Chase Stockton starting to stretch his legs on Cal Cummins, the 3R car. Here comes the 3-car battle down into the corner. Brandon Maddox pestering hard on Brett Beauchamp for 3rd. Crum holding down P6. Briggs Danner is out looking in. No competition or company to be found back behind. He was Logan Seavey, fought his way through the field. Now has cleared the beat of the pack, and now Logan Seavey can go elbows up and hammer down into 5 cars. See if he can run down the transfer spot on this one in these final 6 laps. As he fires out of the field down into turn number 3 and 4, Logan Seavey. Here we go. Watch that P6 spot. The hustler, number 66, down in the corner, goes to the top shelf. Try to race his way out of the grass, but Logan Seavey, the number 5 car, he'll try to get the drive off the bottom, take it deep into turn number 3. He's down on the inside. Some company coming out of Brody Roa, the 91R car. Now looks to the inside of Seavey. Seavey's got to go. White flag is out. Final trip around. Cockrum up high. 3 wide for the final transfer spot. Roa gets around Seavey. Now gets around Cockrum into 3. Checker flag is out up front. Who's got the final transfer? It's going to be Brody Roa, the 91R car. Comes away with 6th on the field. Logan Seavey misses it by that much. 31 thousandths of a second. Up front, Chase Stockton picks up the win. Cal Cummins, Brandon Maddox, Jordan Kinser, Briggs Danner, and Brody Roa, the 91R car, coming out of that C-main event to transfer into tonight's big dance.
That was a heck of a run right there. What a shot for Seavey on the outside. Came up just a little bit short.
Well, I got the GoPro back. As you can see, it broke off just as the yellow came out on heat 1. So, and then I think the USAC guys had some fun with it. Couldn't have got more lucky. The camera's in perfect condition just looking at it. Move the Mini. This is probably going to be my best shot to make the A-main this week. So, gave it a good crack. I qualified pretty ordinary. What is that noise? Qualified pretty ordinary for where I was. Like, I qualified 27th out of 40 something, which isn't terrible. But I had a really early pill, which helped a bunch. Then rolled out my heat race out of 7, which I just missed the inverted 24. So that inverted 6 of 4 heats. Then I ripped the top in 1 and 2 to give it a crack, and I plugged the inside of the tyre with about 3 or 4 kilos or 5-6 pounds of mud. That just caused a horrible vibration. Like, it was chattering my teeth. I couldn't go harder than half throttle, a bit more maybe. I just had to sort of suck it up. Probably rattled the car to pieces, to be honest with you. Which I have to bolt check it when we get it back to the car wash. And it literally rattled the GoPro mount off. You see it's all broken there. You can see the footage, how shaky it was. That's what I was feeling too, so it was pretty uncomfortable to drive, but I nearly made the show and I lost it in the last lap. But look, who was I racing against at the end of the day? Those guys do it every day of the week. I'm just a friggin' bum from Australia, I guess. We made leaps and bounds of like our program over the night. We probably should have went a bit more aggressive, but you just don't want to take out rotation at this place. Yeah. So yeah, I'm lucky enough now I can go to Hobstad. I think I just got to put something together, maybe buy a tyre, just try to help out. Because yeah, putting 2 cars on the track with Tyler's deal is just too, like Tyler and Liz, it's just a wage, so they just pretty much work off that, and yeah, we'll help them out as best we can, try to get on the track tomorrow night.